You ready, Tomas?
Always.
Record us for
Okay, so welcome to Easy Peasy Crypto, where we talk about everything related to crypto, how you get started, what can make it an easy asset that can increase your passive income, and how do you create passive income out of this new, completely new asset. And I'm really pleased with me today to have Alexander Erber, who's the founder of Lions Wealth, which is, he's going to talk to us exactly what that's going on with that, and Thomas Hausenberger. And we're on multiple time zones here. Where are you calling to us today from, Alexander?
So now I stay in Germany, but it's not too often.
You're in Germany?
I come from
And
Asia.
Thomas, where are you calling in from today?
At the moment from Austria.
Excellent, excellent. So Alexander, tell us how you got started in the whole Bitcoin phenomenon.
Oh, my first contact was, I don't know really exactly the time. So, but it was Bitcoin mining. And
Yeah.
this was in this time a great opportunity, but the industry is changing a lot in the last years. And so this is why we choose different products to normal products like trading or mining. So we provide some different products.
Excellent. So tell us a little bit about all the things that are going on with Lions Wealth right now. What is the vision that you see for your company at the moment?
So I see my company more like a sales company. So we pick some different products based on blockchain or Bitcoin to sell great opportunities to our customers. And it's a little bit tricky, especially because we have the Brexit in Europe. And one of our products is based with all the licenses in UK. So we have a little bit to wait after the Brexit, and then we bring out the new gambling casino with our company. Yeah.
And what do you call that? That's your Coiny Win?
That's our coin event. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's a ginormous market, online gambling. And again, both of these industries have been really highly regulated, and blockchain is revolutionizing how this can all be done legally and efficiently. So what is this Coiny Win all about?
So coin event is really simple. So it's a really big market also in especially in Europe. And the UK people love all the gaming things, and so it's more comfortable for all customers to do it from at home. And yeah, there is a big market. So and you have your own gambling, your own casino, and if you play, you can win. And if you sell the product, the opportunity, you also get really high commissions on it.
So how does an opportunity like that work? People are buying a token and then the token pays out, or how? Explain to us, like we're 5 years old, how Coiny Win works.
Oh, there's Thomas. He's the specialist for that.
I know it.
Okay, Thomas, let's hear.
Yeah, it's very, very easy. You buy call it buy a share. It's a coin, but let's say it's a share, but everybody knows shares of companies, and you will get paid month by month a percentage for this share. So we don't know it now exactly, but maybe you buy $10,000 shares and you get paid $1,000 a month for this. So, and when you don't know like to play or to hold your shares anymore, you can sell it after 6 months. That's it.
Yeah. So basically, when somebody buys into this opportunity for Coiny Win, they're buying into the systems and the company that that other people are using to gamble with online. Is that correct?
Yeah. That's true. It's
Great.
you buy your own part of your casino. So, like Alexander said, stay in your own casino is the slogan of this company. So it's going in this direction.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you've got a number of other opportunities with your Lions Wealth, Alexander. Tell us a little bit about the Masternodes program.
Oh, Masternodes is, yeah, we can say a more safe investment in this high risk field. So it's really easy. So we did a lot of research on the market, what is going good, well, and where are the people are struggling with this product. And so we have some traders, they buy, they sell, they hold. We have some own masternodes. And this is a really comfortable product for our customers because they need no knowledge about this part. They only have to invest and they collect twice per month the earnings. And that's really
Yes. So full disclosure, I'm a very active investor with all of Alexander's products, and I have seen for myself firsthand how the earnings are coming in. Every 2 weeks, I get between 3.5% and 4% earnings at the moment, and it's just outrageously awesome. And why are those returns so high? I mean, everybody knows that high risk is high return. So how is it possible that people are making these returns? That's one of the questions I get asked a lot.
It's really easy. You have to work with experts in this market, and then you can see that results.
That's it.
So I know, yeah. So explain to our listeners as if they were 5 years old to a 5-year-old, what is a masternode exactly? How is there a return from that?
Thomas, your part.
Yeah, I know.
He's the technical guy.
Okay.
And explain it in the simplest terms possible, Thomas.
Yes, you know, for the technical guy to speak in the simple words, it's not so easy. But Masternode is, to explain it the easy way, it's a security thing like in a computer network. And the people who hold or use or make these security points in the networks of the different coins get paid for it. That's it. And we have a company who uses and builds and sells and resells these network security points, and for this we get paid in this high percentage.
Okay.
I hope it was easy enough.
Yeah. And so to help people understand as well, because everybody, part of the major benefits of all of the blockchain assets and these new crypto assets is that the fees are very small. So you're taking a small fee on every time a transaction is processed with one of these crypto coins like Dash or any of the other masternodes that you're working with. Is that right? Thomas?
Yes.
But our pool
is this is going to be audio as well as video, so I can't always see your head shaking on audio.
But
your heads are shaking.
The pool is a secret, so we don't share it how we do it.
We have about 60 masternodes.
So the secret, what a masternode is, the way I understand it, it's a large block of a particular security, whether a particular crypto asset like Dash, and when it's built and using that software to verify the data of every transaction, it's a large block, and usually the investment is a very large investment. But what's the minimum investment for people to get started with purchasing a bit of your masternodes, Alexander? What's the cheapest buy-in point?
So it makes sense for investors to start with $500.
Yeah, excellent.
But there is no end. So you can buy it for 10,000, or there's no end. So it depends always on your situation. So we recommend people that they start with a small investment, so you can show how it works. You get every 2 weeks the money, and if you are lucky customers, and we have a lot of them, then you can do a bigger investment.
Well, one of the techniques that I've been using and a number of my people that I've worked with are using is to reinvest those assets. As Warren Buffett talks about, it's always that cumulative growth. I've got people who are earning now not just the 7 or 8% a month, but they're earning 17, 18% a month now because they've reinvested that 7 or 8% a month, and the returns are just very significant, and that's an awesome thing. So Alexander, who is your ideal customer? Who is this opportunity for your ideal customer?
So it's for people who are able to think different to the normal market. So because crypto comes always with a risk, and it's different to the normal assets because the market is really new. And so mostly we have people between, we say, 35 to 55. This is the normal range. And they put a little bit of the money into the new stuff, the crypto stuff. And we recommend that they pick different products from our company. We have different ways to make money. And this is very important that the people don't put the egg in one basket. So it's really important to put different eggs in different baskets. And then after them, you get really good results.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And again, I can verify that for myself. It's been an incredible returns so far. Do you see those returns continuing, or what could happen that would say, oh my God, this is not going to work anymore?
So this is difficult to say because it depends always on some regulations on the market. Yeah, it's really different to say. It's a high opportunity, you get high results, but we say it's also a risk on it. Yeah. So I can't say how we deliver with the Masternodes in 1 or 2 years. We don't know it because it's always so changing into the market. But if you go to Google and you type Bitcoin price 2020, 21, so we don't know it, but I'm pretty sure about it. It's only important to have a lot of Bitcoins because we will see a really high price on it in the next years. And it's difficult to buy a Bitcoin in the future for some people because they don't have enough money for that. And I think it's our company or our opportunity is a good way to make a lot of Bitcoins. And when the Bitcoin is really high, then you have to sell it. And I'm pretty sure you are a very lucky customer.
Yeah, awesome. So there's been a lot of talking. We have so little history with Bitcoin. We've got just exactly 10 years of history on Bitcoin, 10 and a half years now. The big talk is about the halvening coming up next May. How do you see that impacting any of your other crypto assets that you're working with in your portfolio?
So I'm pretty sure. So here's the thing. So you have two different meanings about this topic. Some people say the Bitcoin goes down. Some people say we see a new high on the Bitcoin, but we don't know it. It's difficult to say. It could be go in every direction. We don't know it at the moment.
Yeah.
So is the Masternodes an even bigger play on all of these other assets that are coming up that are not Bitcoin? Is that your take on because at the moment Bitcoin has raced up and the other cryptocurrencies have not, the other tokens have not raced up as high as Bitcoin has recovered. Do you see that as a major play to be able to have access to the growth in these other assets that you're creating that are being purchased with the masternodes?
So I can say, or yeah, I use all the crypto stuff to make money, and from there I invest in different products. I buy real estate, or I invest in different products in different countries in different areas. But what I can say, all our products are, we say, a money printing machine. So it's the best opportunity to get really good results in a very short time. Yeah. And it depends on your lifestyle, on your idea about the future. But you need for all a money printing machine, and this is going very well.
Yeah, that's awesome. So we talked about who this opportunity might be for. Who is it not for? Who should not be looking at this type of asset class?
I think it's not for people who are overthinking about security. So you always have to go with the risk. But I think if you are more on the security part of all your money, so I think it's a bad idea to invest in crypto, because it goes up, it goes down. You don't know it, and
So
we
that
don't know.
volatility might be too much for some people and they should
Yeah.
just wait.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
and we say that clear in every conversation about it. So sometimes it's better for people, if they look for security, that they invest in the normal market. And we can say the crypto markets is maybe not the right thing for them.
Yeah, awesome. I think it's just being clear for every individual needs to know for themselves, is this something that they're willing, this is a risk they're willing to take to make significant rewards, or it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. And part of what's happening with Bitcoin, because it is a global peer-to-peer transaction happening, and the assets are something that can be purchased from anyone, anywhere. I live off the grid in the middle of the forest in Tasmania. You're in Germany, and Thomas is in Austria, and people all over the planet can access their money without having to talk to a bank and be able to invest in this asset class from wherever they are. And I think that is an enormous opportunity for everyone. But what it's changing and what has been driving the price at the moment with all of these crypto assets, as well as what's happening politically and which countries are coming on board. Just recently, China came on board announcing they're going in big. And they had recently, even just a few years ago, were saying, no, nobody should have Bitcoin. And now they're saying they're creating their own token. They're creating their own cryptocurrency. So is this actually a safe haven for some of the political unrest happening on the planet? Alexander, do you see these asset classes as a safe haven?
A safe haven, it's different to say, but I think we go back 4 years. Yeah, nobody knows anything about Bitcoin. So in the end of 2017, we have seen a really high price. This is also a strategy. You only buy a Bitcoin and you hold it. Yeah, they bought it by close to 20,000 US dollar. They lose a lot. Yeah, and this is always, you have to buy it in the right time. And that's a little bit tricky in the market. So what we can see, China is saying, yeah, we do crypto. It's fine. It's allowed. A year before it was forbidden. They was canceling all the mining machines, farms in the country. All was suspended. So now they have a lot of interest on it, and we will see this in different countries. So you can only use Google for that. So there you can find a lot of news. Also, Putin wants to have 20% of the market in mining in the future. So these are totally new words about this industry. And I think, yeah, we will see a really high price in the future. But we can't say, is it $50,000 for one Bitcoin, or is it 200? Is 1 million? So you can see every, yeah, there are different meanings on the market. We don't know it. But what I know, I'm a part of this industry, and I have a lot of Bitcoins. And when the right time comes, I'm really rich with that opportunity.
That's awesome. And to me, one of the reasons that I really like your investments in your whole platform is that I'm more of a hodler. I like to hold for the long term. I think it's going to go up long term, but it can create revenue while I'm waiting. So whether it's the Masternodes that's generating Bitcoin revenue twice a month, or whether it's CoinyWin that's going to be generating revenue monthly as well, it's to me a way of waiting to see what's happening and still earning revenue on that asset. So that's one of the things I really applaud you for pulling this together and allowing the everyday consumer who's interested in Bitcoin to be able to make money now while we're waiting to see what happens in the whole industry. So thank you for creating these programs. And I really appreciate everything that you do, Alexander.
Thank you so much.
So, and what else is coming? Are there other things coming behind the curtain that you're willing to share with us now? Are there more things coming out with your platform?
Yeah, but we do it secret at the moment. It's more a surprise because when we talk too much about new products, it's not really good for us. So we want to deliver first, and then we want we like to speak about the products. Yeah, but there is a lot.
No, that makes perfect sense. I looked at it too. I waited to see, is there really a payout every 2 weeks? Is it really what is it been able to deliver month on month, week on week? And I've been really impressed with the returns. So whatever you're doing in the background, however many mega engineers you have back there working the systems, you're doing something right.
So the thing is, Lions Wealth is from two different people. So we have the investors, and they don't have to recommend that product or anything. They only can invest on a really easy way with us, and they can collect the money every day from our company. That's not a problem. And we have some people, they want to do some sales with us, and both ways are very welcome.
So you're saying that people can actually make money recommending your products that are part of the Lions Wealth?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a great system.
Yeah,
anything else you'd like to add, Thomas? I've known Thomas for the last couple of years, and through a number of various projects we worked on. And what would you like to share with our audience, Thomas?
Well, what we have to share, Alexander's talking so much all the time. So I don't have to share something about Lions Wealth or the product or the secret things we are talking about when the curtain is closed. It's a decision to go in the crypto market. It's what I have to say. Think about it. Can you take the risk or can you don't take the risk? When you're not sure, don't do it. So it's a risky part in these things. It's an opportunity. There's no guarantee. And this is a point everybody should think about it before he decide to invest in this market, in this business. And that is what I have to say at the end.
Awesome. So what's the best way for people to reach you, Alexander? How can they get involved in Lions Wealth?
They call you.
Good
Yes.
point. They call me.
So-
So send me a private message or send me an email.
Yeah.
And send an email to easypeasycrypto@gmail.com, and we'll get you set up. We'll have a chat and see if this is something that might work for you, because the opportunity is enormous. I've been participating for the last 6 months, and my returns are through the roof. And that's in part the double-sided aspect of the business that Alexander talked about. It's from the actual returns of earning 8% a month, and it's from actually helping other people come on board and make 8 to 18% a month when they reinvest their dividends that are coming through. So it's been a pleasure to me to watch this working. And I've seen for myself how traditional investors, particularly in the real estate market, who understand they could keep 80, 90, even 95% of their assets in a class that they're familiar with, earning their returns in Australia might be between 5 to 7%, and they can take just 5 or 10% of those assets and put them into a crypto asset class like this and earn that in a month. So I think people are starting to understand you can have a lot of safety in your investments and keep the bulk of your investing money in something that you understand fully, and try something new that, yes, it's risky, and yes, you could actually lose everything, but you've got an asset class that's going to double, or that can easily double your returns overall with only risking 5 to 10% of your asset class. And I don't know if you're familiar with Grayscale, Alexander, in the United States. They're one of the largest assets that have been working with institutional investors, and they've done a lot of the background research on how this type of small investment from your overall portfolio, how that historically has panned out for Bitcoin holders. So someone who is investing just in the US stock market, for example, in a traditional 40, 60% bond, 60% stocks, 40% bonds, if they had taken just 5% of that asset and moved it into Bitcoin and Bitcoin assets, crypto assets, they would have doubled their money overall on their return. And that's still just risking 5% of their assets. So that's how I like to speak to investors about how big this can be for them, what type of volume they should look at or should consider investing in, so that you can keep a very safe, stable real investing, whether it's in real estate or in the stock market, and add just a bit to play with and to see how this new asset class is going to pan out. And like I said, I particularly like being able to get a return monthly versus just waiting to see what might happen. So I really appreciate you making this work so efficiently, Alexander. So congratulations to you and to Lions Wealth. And thank you, Thomas, for I know you do a lot of the hard work in the background. And I see lots of opportunities.
Yeah. Ask him.
Yeah.
He knows everything. So
Yeah. And I try to explain it easier in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all have to try to explain it like to a 5-year-old, because they're really smart these days, these 5-year-olds. And we make things overly complicated. And to me,
But I think so. You don't know. You don't have to know all the technical stuff. So one example on it. So this is my iPhone. I use it, but I have no idea about the technique. So, and we do all the stuff for you that you can invest easy, and you get the money easy every week or 2 weeks. It depends on the product you choose. And that's it. You don't have to know it. So take a little risk, go in, prove it, do a test on it. So make a payout. And after a while, if you have a good feeling in the stomach, so you can go ahead to invest a little bit more. I think we have really good products in the old market. And we have a lot of people from the old financial industry, and they are jumping all into the crypto industry. And this is a great point, a great time at the moment. So because I think, so we are only on the beginning. So we have the blockchain technology now for 10 years. It's really new. It's totally new. So we will see really good, great products in the future. Yeah, new coins, new ideas, new tokens, and I'm pretty sure you can make a lot of money in this industry.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you very much, Alexander. Thank you, Thomas, for joining us today, and looking forward to working with you guys in the future, because I really believe in this business that Alexander has created and how they're operating and their due diligence that they're doing to make sure that the payouts are coming through and that everything is flowing smoothly. So thank you guys, and everybody shoot me a private message if you'd like to hear more. We can have a chat and talk about it, because the opportunity is enormous.
Call her.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.